Welcome to today's Zoom presentation. It is officially 19th August, one day into the first round of the private sale for United Token. Remember, every single 5 days, the price of United Token is going to double until the fifth round, and then the launch is going to kick off 5 days after also. So the launch has already started. We're one day in, and the numbers are absolutely insane. Right now, while I'm here to answer any and all questions, help you out with anything you need. I'm as transparent as it gets. There was a brief discussion before I pressed record on this Zoom, and people wanted me to clear some things up. One of which has mentioned or apologized for the Zoom session last time, as he was asking about some deposits, and he figured out about that there's something called a currency conversion, and the currency conversion was from British pounds to US dollar to Bitcoin, and then he sent his payment in to purchase United tokens, and then he realized I'm off by I don't know how many percentage. 200 pounds I think he was trying to do, and it was 160 pounds, so it's like 40 pounds. Absolutely insane, all of those fees. So when it comes to getting your deposits in, there are options for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for Tron, for USDT, for BNB on a smart chain. And for USDT is TRC20 and ERC20. The best way to go from fiat currency to crypto depends on the country you're in. However, a safe way or a great way to do it is you can do peer-to-peer. So I use localcoinswap.com, localcoinswap.com. And on there, I basically, well, instead of buying crypto, I can sell crypto, for example, also, and it's peer-to-peer. Every country will have a different rate. And so you have to check for yourself. That's why I said not every country is the same. Someone ended up mentioning a great way to convert your currency into crypto so that you can purchase United. And that was said on the last Zoom session. On the previous Zoom session, I also discussed that things are going to be happening very quickly. Updates are going to be live and sharp. And I sent out an email just before this Zoom session that the quickest and the best way to get these updates are going to be on the Telegram channel, on the Cryptonaire Network Telegram channel. I'm posting there very regularly. I can't do that on emails. The reason for that is because emailing has rules. I've been doing a lot of marketing and sales, whatever you want to call it, for 12 years now. And I picked up on the gist of things, the unwritten rules, so to speak. And so I can't send out emails more than once a day without risking never being able to email you. So that's why I'm emailing you once a day at most, and everything else that needs to be said are going to be said on the Zoom sessions, and they're going to be said on the YouTube comment section if you have any questions, and they're going to be said on the Telegram channel. The Telegram channel is where I'm going to give you reminders. I'm going to talk to you on what you need to do. I'm going to maybe answer and address some questions that are regular. So I might end up addressing the question on how to deposit funds into the, well, how to convert your currency from fiat currency to crypto in order to deposit funds into purchase United tokens. Now, recently I did give an email, and I believe, and I could be wrong, so I'm just going to double check, that I mentioned this on the Telegram also in regards to price predictions and what I feel is going to happen. And I did on 17th August. I gave a price prediction, the passive income prediction, and more details. And I put that on the Telegram channel on 17th August. I've emailed it out also. However, what happens is there's so many new members that are coming in right now that they're missing out on the emails that were sent previously. What's nice about Telegram and this Telegram channel is that even if you just joined today, you can actually go on the channel and see the past messages. So on 17th August, for those of you that are new here, 2 days ago that was, the first message there, or the first paragraph there says 1 day until United token launches, price prediction, passive prediction, and more. And I shared the details with you over there. The United presentation shares with you the dates for everything, the roadmap for the game itself, and when everything is going to be taking place in the live dates itself. Right now, we're at the most important 4 days in United token period, and that is because round one is open at $0.001 per token. The round, or the price, I should say, will double each round. Each round will last 5 days, and the lock-in periods will be slightly lower for each of those rounds. So that was all explained already. However, I'm going to make a recording and I'm going to put it out in the video presentation section inside of the dashboard. I'm feeling a lot better now. I was sick for a few days. I was down with the fever almost, but I'm feeling a lot better, and I've double checked everything, so it's going to be uploaded tomorrow. The get started section will be uploaded tomorrow, and a few other things will be uploaded also. That being said, exactly what I've mentioned prior week or two did happen, which was that the dashboard crashed for a little bit, right? It was difficult to purchase because so many people were buying, and it kind of went into overdrive. That all got fixed up. Everything works perfectly fine, and you can see your numbers and everything reflecting on the home dashboard exactly how I said. So it's all working perfectly well. So I'm very happy about that. Definitely kept me up, and things did get squared away over there. So United, I mean, there is a lot of people purchasing. It's basically crossed already now, officially, the MintHub numbers. So MintHub, for example, in 388 days, me as the founder of CryptoNet Network, I can see the numbers for what CryptoNet members are putting in, right? So I know what the numbers are for MintHub, and I know what the numbers are for United currently from CryptoNet Network, that is. And I can tell you from our side, me and you, that is, the numbers for United tokens in just literally the first day of the first round is officially higher than what all of us combined have put into MintHub in a period of 388 days. And I feel like the reason for this is, and I can only predict this or assume this part, is because in these 388 days, I have not only me and the team and you not only expressed incredible interest and commitment into CryptoNet Network, but everything is working extremely well. So nobody here has ever had any issues in those 388 days. Any issues have been addressed always, which is absolutely amazing, and have been announced publicly to everyone. So nothing is held back. At the same time, I like to talk with a lot of you. I feel maybe this is a part of it, but I don't know. I can only predict why the numbers are much higher now, or going to be much higher for United token as for MintHub, which is great news. It gives you an estimate on the future things to come, and on the launch itself, and on the passive income side of things later also. And this is why round one is extremely important. Now, what the deal is, I've mentioned on the Telegram channel. You can ask me, what was the deal that you helped close in regards to United? And it was all thanks to you, by the way. And the deal was on that passive income side of things. I've mentioned the number of CryptoNet Network members. I've mentioned that we are going to push United hard and that we believe in it and that we are ready to put our money in. So I've had many conversations with the United Token team, with the game developers, and I told them, if we're going to do this, we want some income coming in after the launch. We don't want to just purchase in the private sale and make a great profit. And I will tell them when to sell also, I told them. But what we're going to do is we want a passive income, and that's the only way that we're going to push this out. And so through those negotiations, 20% of all of their game revenue is going to go into our pocket, which is amazing. And it's going to be distributed based on how many United tokens you have as opposed to everybody else right before those 25 days are up. Each round, your spending power is half. What does that mean? It means your passive income is half with the same amount of money. What does that mean from round 1 to round 5? That means to get the same passive income later, if you purchase in round 5, as opposed to round 1, you're going to earn 16 times less passive income if you get in with the same money, with the same spending power on round 5 as opposed to round 1. So let's say, for the sake of numbers, to make it much easier, let's say your passive income is $16,000 per month because you got into round 1. If you got in with the same money on round 5, your passive income would only be $1,000 a month. So the difference between $1,000 a month and $16,000 a month is the timing of your action. With the crypto market, it's not just about, and I've mentioned this before, I've mentioned this a long time ago, it's not just about what you buy. It's about when you buy it. More often than not, is actually when you buy it. That's the most important factor, because you can make a profit with many, many different coins. Many different coins. If you look at the coin market cap and you look at the entire first top 100 coins, you could make a profit with all of them. If, and I can't do this, but if you're able to know when to buy and when to sell. Why? Because there's movement in the market all of the time. So my strategy with the crypto market is I want to get in big on a few coins that I'm very sure of, rather than spreading across many, many different coins. And I've labeled out some of the ways that I do that in the free ebook that I released to you guys, which is Crypto Secrets, on exactly how I pick out these tokens. So this is my strategy. 2 cycles ago, crypto cycles, that's what, 8 years ago, whatever the case is, a long time ago anyway. My strategy was just to buy every single coin that lists, every single coin that's released. And that was working great. And then when Binance came out, every coin that they put out, I would buy it. And then 1 day later, 2 days later, 3 days at the very most, I would sell every single one of them. And then I would roll it out into the next set of coins that they released. And that's the strategy that was then. And that's what you call a shotgun approach. But right now, it's a sniper approach. Have your full focus on United Token. And if you have your full focus on United Token, which the numbers are reflecting and showing, then go big on round 1. There's 4 days left for you to do that. If you put in the same amount of money for round 2, your passive income has gone down by a half later. And how big can that passive income get? Well, the gaming niche, if we have a look at the number of subscribers on, you can just Google this for yourself. There's just too many. There's a lot of subscribers in the on these games. In fact, it literally made Telegram what it is today in terms of number of users. That's how many subscribers and users are in these games. And so the figure that I gave was based on a million, an audience of 1 million people, non-biased. And that will bring in an estimate of $1.2 million per week into these games. And that's a low estimate. That's a low estimate. When I run any kind of marketing promotions, for the most part, I can tell what the numbers are going to be before it happens. And that's because it's very easy to predict. I've just been doing it for such a long time through actual checking data, checking the numbers. And when you do that long enough, you know what the numbers are going to be. For example, let's look at Instagram. Instagram have, I don't know, what, over 1 billion for sure, I believe, people that are using Instagram. That's a lot of data, right? So what Instagram does is they see what it takes to keep people on Instagram longer. And they will do what's called split tests. And in one region or for a X number of people, they will basically change the Instagram platform just slightly to see if they're going to stay on the platform a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. So Instagram, it's safe to say, are fully aware, or social media are fully aware, and this is crazy, but when you're awake, when you're asleep, how you feel, what you're doing, where you are, what age you're in, what income bracket you're in, to a very, very, they can really tell how much money you have, whether you reflect it or not, because they can see also who you're around, who you talk with, what they post, and they can gauge and estimate your income based on even just the people around you, the places you visit, etc. Scary. And so to that degree, this is where the prediction comes from in terms of the revenue that's coming in, or will be coming in from United Game. It's just because I've done things for such a long time, and I have literally sold many, many different products across many different niches, across many different years. And I know the stats and I know the figures, and I know them directly from people in the gaming industry. And I know it directly from the game developers and their past games. So I see actual data and stats in front of me, and I based it around that. So that's where the numbers came from. And how much of that you scoop up is entirely up to you. And if you want to scoop up as much of that as possible, of that gaming revenue, round one is where you need to put all your money. If you miss it for whatever reason, round 2, 3, 4.
Yes, my AirPods ran out of battery. I hope you guys can still hear me. The audio quality is going to be horrific, perhaps, but if you can hear me, then it's fine. James said, hey, what's the price you think United will be in for December 16, your estimation? Obviously, I can't estimate the exact price, right? No one can. Anyone who says that they can is fooling you, basically, which is why I got quite upset the other day when somebody mentioned on Zoom that they invested into some random coin that they saw on a Telegram ad. It was an advert, a sponsored advert that just popped up on my Telegram channel. And I got annoyed because They made a move in the crypto market that I didn't make. So your greatest chance of success in crypto is to make exact moves that I make. I promise you, and on my heart, there is no moves I'm making in the crypto market that isn't told to, whether it's secret members, whether it's accelerator members, if I've changed the top 10 coins, or in terms of my biggest multiples, the private sales, there is nothing I am keeping to myself. Everything is displayed to you, period. Every single move I make, soon as I make the move, I email it out or I telegram it out to the buyers, to the members, or I tell it to you also, every single member here. And let me just tell you, and the accelerator members can confirm this with you. I am telling them to go heavy on United token. I'm not giving them some made up crazy strategy and saying, okay, do this and buy that and do this. Very few moves in the crypto market is going to make the majority of your income. So James asked December 16, round one, when round one if you have a look at the message that I gave, and I'm going to go back to it, on 17th August, when I said that there's 1 day left, what I mentioned on there, in a way, sums up my thoughts on it. The blockchain gaming niche, and the sub-niche being the in-app Telegram games, in my opinion, are going to be the hottest, biggest, and by hottest, I mean the biggest multiples in the crypto market in altcoin season. There won't be, and I've looked at everything else, and this is again an opinion here, but a very strong opinion. There won't be a bigger multiple than that in the altcoin season to come. And the Solana network, the altcoin season in the Solana network is going to be greater by a distance, and I'll explain why in a moment, than the altcoin season in the Ethereum network. The Ethereum network's altcoins have had its day. You can earn profit with the coins that are listed in the Ethereum network. However, they're not going to be anywhere near to the multiples of the Solana network. Few reasons why. Number one, there's so much more money in the Ethereum network and altcoins historically than in the Solana network, which means it takes a lot more money to move the needle more, meaning to make a higher margin. In the Solana network, there's a lot of fresh buys. There's a lot of fresh money. That's number one. And the market caps are much lower. Number two, Solana network is far cheaper when it comes to buying and selling the token. So if you have a token, let's just call it United token, and you decide to sell it to Solana, and then sell it to or buy up United token, it's dirt cheap. It basically almost costs nothing. Whereas if you just for swapping on the Ethereum network, there were times when it could cost $100 just to swap, just for gas fees. A couple of weeks back, as a test, I ran it, and it was like $30, $40 just to switch or to send even Ethereum. Sometimes that can happen. And people don't like that. We can tell people don't like that, by the way, because, and somebody told me this, I need to verify it if it's true or not. USD Solana has more users. I need to just check. USDC versus USDT ERC20. Let's see. I want to see what's happening. USDC versus USDT ERC20. I heard the numbers were that USDC was getting more, not just more traction, but actually overtook USDT ERC20. But I would have to check on that. USDC. One, two, three, four, 4.C. So let me just check this now. I don't want to give you information that's not true. Okay, it's getting popular, yeah. I'll have a look later. I don't want to go off on a tangent. But I heard USDC is starting to get more popular than USDT ERC20. I'll have to confirm that with you. And there are other factors. But Solana network, highest multiples. And when it comes to what kind of tokens are going to have the highest multiples, gaming. And then what gets the most virality? What goes most viral? Without even a question, this is not an opinion, this is a fact. What goes most viral with the biggest multiples and the biggest audiences, without a doubt, in regards to any niche in the world, in or out of crypto, in any industry in the world, by a distance, is these in-app Telegram games. It's just insane. It's absolutely insane. I looked around, just cannot find anything with on that scale. And it's just starting. So all of this is not just starting at a random time. There's a reason why United Token has officially done more than MintHub, which was a 388-day private sale. United Token is a 25-day private sale. And we've just crossed the first day and it's done bigger numbers. So in one day, it's done more numbers than we as a collective have done in MintHub for over a year. Timing is correct. Come December, and the altcoin season didn't really even kick in that well. Solana had such huge multiples, so many opportunities to make money on the Solana blockchain when they had a very brief altcoin moments, and they couldn't handle the demand. And that was very, very exciting to see, because they do have a solid team. And I believe that they will be able to keep up with the demand of all of the altcoins coming in. Now, I like to take a step back when I see a lot of movements happening all of a sudden, and then I like to analyze what took place. And then I have a look at the numbers behind it and around it to see what is really going on. And then I'm prepared to go all in on the next altcoin season. And so it's relatively safe to say that Solana is going to have the best altcoin season and by quite the distance, meaning you should be able to get very wealthy, extremely wealthy, in fact, from an altcoin season for the Solana blockchain. And then what to watch out for is going to be tokens in the gaming industry. Now you're in on the private sale, which is phenomenal already. Very lucky, both me and you. And then on top of that, we're all earning a percentage of the revenue that gaming token is going to be making, which is again ridiculous. So I'm very, very excited about this. And so somebody asked me the other day, how much money are you putting in, Roman? And I mentioned this also before. Perhaps I'm not sure if it's on the Telegram, but I definitely emailed it. It is on the Telegram actually. And if I pull up that message, you will know exactly how much I'm putting in. Not the exact figure, but you will know the exact percentage. And I'm going to check up the dates for you here. 7th August, I've mentioned how much I'm putting in. So 15% of my entire crypto portfolio, and by the way, my entire portfolio is my crypto portfolio. 100% of my wealth is in crypto, and it has been for an extremely long time now. 15% of my crypto portfolio is going into the gaming niche, crypto gaming. Half of that 15%, that's 7.5% of my entire portfolio goes into United Token. So 7.5% of my entire portfolio, everything I own goes into United Token, which is ridiculous. 15% of my entire portfolio goes into the gaming niche. 15% is the largest of any of the other niches that I've gotten into in regards to my entire crypto portfolio. So it's a big number. And if this big number is going into the gaming niche, and half of that big number goes into United Token, then this is the reason I'm telling you it's very safe to make a large move in United Token, especially now in round one, and there's 4 days left of round one. So I mentioned this on Telegram, 7th August. And of course, I mentioned it on email on 7th of August, but for those of you that subscribed into CryptoNet Network after 7th August, you would have missed it. But on the Telegram channel, you can actually see the entire history of CryptoNet Network. So you can just scroll up and it will date to, well, a very long time. I'm going to check some more questions. Alex sent a direct message. He wanted to keep it private, and I'm grateful for that. But I will actually read out his question because of what we just discussed right before we went to recording, which is transparency, right? Anyone here can ask me any questions at any time. Well, not at any time, but you are able to ask me any questions and I'll answer it and I'll be public about it. So there is that transparency between me and you. And this is, I feel, why Cryptonet Network is doing extremely well, is because I'm having level conversations with you and open conversations. So Alex, I thank you for mentioning this privately, just so that, and let me see if these headphones are going to work now. I want to make sure the audio quality is very good for this. No, I think the battery is finished. Okay, hopefully you can hear me, guys. So Alex said it would be good if we can see the record. That's history of withdrawals, like if it's in the process or if it's done. People are people. 6 hours no withdrawal equals panic in our group channel. I like that. The fact that Alex said 6 hours of withdrawal not coming in, I believe for commissions, caused the panic. When the process time, I'm not sure what I said, was 48 hours, then switch to 24 hours. If people panic at 6 hours, it just goes to show how many times withdrawals are processed. That is actually faster than 24 hours. And that even 6 hours is causing panic. So first, that shows the over delivery of Cryptonet Network. So that's great. As for withdrawal history, let me just double check if there is withdrawal history for when you withdraw. And if there isn't, we can add it into the stats section, the statistics inside of the menu somewhere. So let me just check for you right now on that, Alex. And this is exactly why I mentioned Cryptonet Network constantly improves, because I'm open to discussion. Because I'm open to discussion. It's a very important trait to have when dealing with people, and not just with people in general, in work or in business. It also is very important in life in general. So Alex, withdrawal history. So if I click on withdraw, I'm just going to withdraw $10, no, $20, let's say. Withdraw commission. Let me just add in SDT. So I'm going to click withdraw. Withdraw $10. I see. You're right. What I'm going to do, Alex, is I need to write this out. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to add a withdrawal section. So how I'm going to add the withdrawal section is in the withdrawal section of the menu. When a withdrawal is made, it will show pending. After it is paid out, it will change to confirmed or sent or done. I'll figure out the wordings after this. So this way you can see everything that's going out from your side. So thank you for that, Alex. That will be implemented fairly quickly. It'll be implemented fairly quickly, and everybody here will see just how quick this will be implemented. As Zoom user said, another 7.5%, it's talking about me, goes into United token, and another 7.5% into another gaming token. Tell us what it is. I'll tell you something. So you have to understand what I said. 7.5%. So 15% goes into the gaming industry, not into two coins. 15% goes into the gaming industry in the crypto space, of course. Half of that goes into United token, and the other half is going to be spread across many different games. It's just what I set aside for the gaming industry as a whole. So let's say that there's going to be 20 different tokens that I get involved into. Let's say that one of them is United token. United token still gets half of everything. That's the importance of private sales. Private sales, you get money, you get tokens, pennies on the dollar, right? Which means you get it significantly discounted. Lock-in period here is extremely low, and it's in stages. So the corrections are going to be small. The game itself is going to be addicting. And at the same time, people are going to be buying into these tournaments in United tokens. So they have to buy United tokens when it goes public and then use that as credit to get into the tournament games. So that's going up for those reasons. And that's why half of my entire gaming industry portfolio is going to be United. And the other half is going to be in multiple games. And that's just me going in and out. And then I'm very likely going to be placing profits right back into United. And I'm not going to mention the exact dollar amount of that for obvious reasons, but let me just say to you, 15% is a freaky number, and 7.5%, half of that is still a freaky number, and is my biggest position outside of Ethereum, and Ethereum is my biggest position. So it's fairly large position. Sadak said, for me, it's taking less than 2 hours to receive my withdrawal in Kryptonet, unheard of. So all withdrawals have basically been done already. They always get done. I'm always checking. And I know I said, I think 24 hours or 48 hours on the PDF presentation, but it's usually actually much faster. Those of you that are on here, maybe you're new and you haven't done a withdrawal. Someone panicked because it was longer than 6 hours. So that shows you how fast payouts are. Congratulations, by the way, on those payouts. Richards asked, people in the chat are saying or asking about our money invested in United will have doubled in 25 days. No, it doubles every 5 days for 25 days. It goes up 16 times from the first round to the 5th round. But I thought phase 1 was 90 days. 90 days is what we call lock-in period. A lock-in period means when the token launches, 90 days after it launches, that's when you will receive the tokens that you purchased in the private sale. If everyone got the tokens in the private sale immediately, then the maths doesn't add up. It doesn't work. Why? Because you got in cheap in a private sale. It just launched, and now if everyone starts selling straight away, then where does the money come from? It can't come from thin air. So the way that private sales work is that there's usually what's called a lock-in period. So how it works is basically the token says, okay, you can get in below the market price for when we launch. And then when we launch, we will distribute those tokens to you over this period of time. And then that's how you can get in cheaper and sometimes far cheaper than when it launches publicly. There is a whole science to lock-in periods, by the way, and I looked into it and I studied it for many years, and I discussed it in incredible detail on one of the Zoom sessions. All the replays are on YouTube. All the replays are on YouTube. However, I do need to do, Richard, a video presentation, which I will put inside of the dashboard, which will discuss absolutely everything. So I was down with a fever for a few days. That's why it's not up there just yet. James asked a great question. How can the passive income be sustainable forever? I don't understand that. Sustainable is saying that the passive income is going to be the same. It's actually just grows. It grows because there's more user base. It grows because it duplicates. It's the most viral niche, sub-niche in the world. So the user base, we can agree, is just going to continue to go up. All the numbers reflected. This part is not a matter of opinion. If the numbers are going up, aren't more people going to be playing the tournaments? And don't people get paid every single month? So money is going to move all the time, forever, right? Otherwise, the purpose of money is defeated. If I told you got $1 million, but it can't leave this table, then that $1 million is worthless. If I tell you that you're earning this much every month, but you can't touch it, then that money is worthless. Money is always moving, which means people that are in United playing the games are always making money because they have a job or some kind of income coming in, and they're always going to get involved in tournaments. And if they always get involved in tournaments, that means you're always going to get paid. United has a point system that people want to get as many points as possible, which will help them win the tournaments. And the points, some of the ways to get points would be to share their link out to people And if that person hops in or joins the game, whether they join the tournament or not, the person wins points immediately. So it becomes more viral, and there's going to be a lot more eyes on the tournaments. Then people see the winners and what's happening, and then they really want to get involved some more. And that just increases. And now let's just assume that the user base doesn't even increase. Let's just say it's 1 million users and it will never increase. That's it. For some kind of miracle, United said, oh, we've got 1 million users and we don't want any more, which obviously nobody would do. Let's just assume that. Will the passive income still be coming in all of the time? Yeah, because 1 million people are still on their Telegram playing those games, getting involved in the tournaments. Whether they win or lose the tournament, they want to get involved in the next one, or they want to get involved next month, or they want to get involved when they save up some more, whatever the case is. Money's always flowing. And people always assume or underestimate the power of a good opportunity. Because one good opportunity that you capitalize on can completely change the direction of your life. It's, for me, I wouldn't say the 3 private sales that I got into that made most of the money that I've made over the past 12 years, and 12 years of hard work. But 5 minutes of that 12 years made most of my money. That's crazy. That's the power of a good opportunity. So even if the user base doesn't grow, people are still getting paid. People still wish to be entertained. People will still play the game if they get addicted to it. And the game developers' skill set is getting people addicted to games. So that answers James' question of how can the passive income be sustainable forever? I hope you understand that now. Direct message again from, perhaps I shouldn't mention your name because you keep making direct private messages. Said, Rahman, I am the leader of a big Russian team where it's mostly everyone is a paid member, where mostly everyone is a paid member. We have a big channel and I am the only one who speaks English. The team will grow by the word of mouth fast. Sometimes I need to solve their problems and I need to be with you on a straight connection. Can you add me on WhatsApp? Let me do that right now for you. Right now. Just a second. And your name, and I'm not going to say it out loud. Okay. So let me just shoot you a quick message. Okay, I messaged you. So have a look and we'll talk after the Zoom. Sadak said, Dear Rahman, oh, I need to do this for sure. Please add a Zoom sales letter. Zoom sales letter page link so we can invite traffic to Zoom. Okay, so he's talking about the referral links. He wants me to make a referral link for you guys that pushes people to enter the Zoom session. So the way that referral link will look like will just be a title, a video of me discussing what would be mentioned on the Zooms, and then email submit underneath. So you can refer people this way. Emmanuel said the commission that we are going to receive, is it going to be in crypto? It's going to be in USDT, and you can withdraw it anytime, by the way. If you want to put that balance into United for yourself, what you can do when you go to the withdraw section is you can either withdraw commission, that's a button for that, or you can click the add to available balance button. So that's how you can do things. So you can withdraw in USDT TRC20, by the way. It will ask you if you haven't added in your USDT address, it will say it right there in the withdrawal section to add it into the profile section of the of your account. Joycelyn. Okay, I'll do that for you. I'll do that for you. And let me just check. Joycelyn, I got you on WhatsApp. So I messaged you on WhatsApp. I said, hey, just to be reminded of that. Michael said, do I need to buy a bigger suitcase for traveling? That's funny because I'm buying a smaller suitcase for traveling. I used to have just one suitcase because no home, always traveling. So for 12 years, I've lived in hotels and Airbnb. And I've just traveled the world with one suitcase, one backpack, with my laptop on it. And I did that for such a long period of time now. It's because of you guys that I decided to travel a little bit less, so I can set up like a studio like this, and I'm able to talk to you in this way with the camera setup and the mic, which today is not working, by the way, because one of the wires is missing. And I've traveled a little bit less because of that. But I will be flying out very, very soon again, just to get a change of environment and continue working hard for you guys. Usually I just rest, take a day off. And I'm not doing that now. So I need to change my environment to feel fresh. So I'm going to actually travel somewhere, and I still don't know where. But I'm going to do it with, I'm going to have a small luggage. All right. Will you have videos on the dashboard to show new people how to buy Bitcoin, transfer the Bitcoin to their wallet on Cryptonaire, buy United tokens, etc.? Yeah, on the get started section, I'm going to have everything. But when it comes to buying crypto, every country is different. So I would have to make too many videos explaining it, which is why it's the best thing to do is to just Google how to buy Bitcoin, how to buy USDT, and then do it that way. You can use a centralized exchange, Binance, for example, Coinbase. You can go to localcoinswap.com and do peer-to-peer, but then the percentage of the fees are different in every country. and how you're going to do it. You might want to do cash to crypto. You might want to do bank transfer to crypto. You might want to, I don't know. Every single person is literally, or most people have differences in where their money is and how much of it they have and how much they want to send out. So it's literally different for everyone. I mean, Michael said, a good idea, no suitcase needed. I traveled Europe for 10 years. 10 years without a suitcase. I don't know how you did it. I did only the first, I don't know how you did it. I would have this big backpack before, but I just felt like I had to have a suitcase because I like to go outside to different cafes and work on the laptop for you guys. So I like to have a nice, slick backpack, and everything else can be in the luggage. Oh, you had a camper van, so you had much more than a backpack. Zoom user said, why am I showing, why is it showing me ZU initials instead of HS? Z, we say Z in the UK, guys. Z, I think Americans say. So ZU or ZU instead of HS is because you just logged in as a guest and you're considered Zoom user. So I don't know your name, but a lot of other people here, it shows the name. So Zoom user is Hassan. All right, guys, I think that's everything for now. I will make some edits. I want to thank one of the, I forgot the name already. I don't want to scroll all the way up on the withdrawal section. You want to see pending and confirmed things like this. I will talk to the tech team to make that happen. The get started section is all looked at already, so it's great. I just have to edit a few of the videos. There was just one or two parts that there was some changes on the dashboard that I now want to show it how it is to make it easier to understand. And that's really about it for this one. The video presentation for United Token is going to come up shortly also. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you on the next Zoom session. This is Rahman signing out. And remember, round one, get in as big as possible. That's it for now.